Okay, so I want to show you how to hack this reader thing that I've built. So first you can go to this Calling All Hackers post, and then if you save the link just as reader.html to your desktop, whatever, say yes. So we've got it open in the editor here. It's on our desktop. Let's go and open it from our desktop. So this is Haiku by a Robot, which we've set to be the default page to open, and we've done that right here, right? We've said as Haiku by a Robot, and we've said that that default site would be journal.hapgood.net, which is where it's pulling it from. And this here is our edit context, and we'll come back to that in a minute. What I notice first as we look at this is that there's a problem here. Poem isn't actually looking like a poem. So if we click this share or this edit, we can see it in Federated Wiki, in the Federated Wiki editor, I should say. This is all Federated Wiki. And we see it's supposed to be showing like a code snippet, right? So that line breaks should be meaningful. So let's go back here. And the workhorse of the code is in this big set of case statements called make items. It goes, it gets the JSON for the page that you're looking at, and then it goes through each item on the page that is in what we call the story. And for each one, it does a different set of things. And you can see here it does paragraph, and here it does markdown. And when we get to code, we see it's really just taking it, and it's just dropping the text in. It's not doing anything particularly code-like. So we want that text to replace line breaks with HTML BR tag. So we use we do call this JavaScript library called Sugar in it, which gives us some neat convenience functions like lines, which just takes a snippet of text and returns an array of lines. And so we can separate that text into lines, and then we can rejoin it with a break tag, and we don't need a semicolon there. So let's save that. Where do we go here? And so if we look at it now, okay, so now it's beginning to look a little more code-like, and then we notice that the code should really, spaces should be preserved, right, when you make them. And if we look in here, we see that California is indented, right? So we need to fix that. And the way I think we're going to fix that is, okay, I don't think this could get out of hand pretty fast, but I think we can add one more thing to this statement here, which is replace any sequence of two spaces with a sequence of two NBSPs, right, non-breaking spaces. And again, we're just editing in HTML. Okay, so California is now indented. It's not indented perfectly, and part of what I'm realizing is, well, that's because we haven't set this to a monospace. So we could do that in the CSS of this, and that might be the place to do it. If we wanted to, we could we can even go directly in here, and if we wanted to hack it, we could say the style of this div is going to be all right, there we go. And you can look at other things in the CSS and maybe give this some room, right? So that's how you can go and you can edit the individual types. If you want to know what the types are that you're reading, you can always go down to the bottom of your FedWiki page, just get the JSON and take a look at it. So here we see that this is code and it's coming in like this. So we processed it and we broke it into an array with those lines. This is an image and it comes in like this, and we have an image handler in our big case statement. So this part is actually pretty simple, and it's really extensible. The way we've got it set up, of course, is you can come in here and whatever your edit context is, you can go and you can edit that. So let's take a look at, so that's the handling of the actual items. And if you go down to the very bottom of this page, what gets us all started is down here after the page loads. It goes and it gets the page in the site from the URL. It makes this pages array where we can save the processed JSON. Then it goes and it gets the JSON for the page, and then we call the make items loop, which just loops through the items and does that case statement logic that we just played with. So the second thing that we have to look at is, in that piece we actually did something like it a month and a half ago or something. The thing we hadn't done is we hadn't actually resolved links across the federation. So let me show you that piece next.